And I believe that we're live on the twitch.tv/Xisuma playing the Hermitcraft. Oh, yeah. Here we go. Lag. Feeling it? No, not so bad. Not so bad. I'm currently running some mods. Sodium and Bobby. So the render distance is bigger and it does create some lag issues. Today, my friends, we are going to start off by working on a project related to the moss farm. You would have seen at the end of the last episode. Just wondering, I want to change this at all? I probably don't. So the items are going to, from the moss farm, drop down here, and it's in this space that I want to build a storage system. Now, due to how it aligns up with this portal, I have that tendency for neatness here, which might not be necessary. So I'm wondering about how best to lay this out. There's a few things to think about here. Luckily, we've got the old instant mine. One of the big challenges is how we're going to line up the water streams. We're going to use ice. And we're going to use hoppers. And welcome to everyone tuning in. Minerana says, I finally decided to install Sodium and it helped a bunch. That's cool. You'll notice, though, there's quite a lot of visual issues with it. I'm noticing lots of things with water and glass where it doesn't render correctly, which is a bit of a shame. It's kind of like a bit more of a compromise compared to Optifine. Whereas in my experience, which is not a lot because I haven't used it in a long time, Optifine generally renders the game the same, but just improves on it. Sodium redoes, as I understand it, the rendering with like a whole new setup, and I'm learning that means it's not as accurate as one might like it to be. Hey, we've got noises in the air. We've got one noise. It's Hazellight11 here with the Prime. Thank you so much. Welcome to all the peeps saying hi in chat. Feeling better yet, X, says Skutski. I wasn't aware that I wasn't feeling good. What do you use for your zoom? I use the camera utilities mod. Okay, so the items are gonna like drop down here, and they will need to go that direction, then that direction. Depends on how where I put the ice, I guess. So I'm thinking it might make sense to have this room get bigger by going deeper. And with that, I wouldn't need... I was thinking maybe we have chests on there and over there. I cannot get away from neatness. Okay, next season of Hermitcraft. I've got some ideas for playing different in the future. You know, you play a season one way, you start thinking about different things for another season. I, at some point, have to embrace, you know, the chaos and not make everything neat. And I probably said that last season, right? So, one of the issues we have here is that we're not going to get a lot of width from this thing. We're going to get about this much maximum, which is probably the width of the portal, right? So 7. It's a 7 wide set of chests. Which also makes me think, how far away does it need to be? Probably not that far at all. And we can also, it looks like we can get a little bit more height out of this room, yeah. If we do that. Not a lot, but a little bit, and every block counts, essentially. So, in order to get this optimized, we're going to do that. And we're going to watch a chest monster unfold slowly over the course of this stream, because... Oh, I've actually got my torches on me. Well, there you go. Hi, X, I'm working on a bone meal farm. I'm planning to use flour duping to run it, but it need bone meal. Do you know any farms to help? I don't think so. I don't think it's possible to sustain a bone meal farm from flowers. What's going on with the grey dots in the dirt, says Firehawk. Oh, they're just hanging out being grey dots inside of the dirt, you know, pebbles and stuff. Joe the Pro, thank you for 2 months. Verizon Amiga, thank you for 31. Washell Lockie is here for 10. Appreciate your support as always. Thank you, peeps. Right, we need the redstones. Probably going to need some iron, which is in there. And that is for hoppers, and, you know, iron and chests. Okay. Gonna need some ice, which is in here. Not a lot of that left. I'll have to go farm up some more later today. Actually, it might be just enough to squeeze this one last project out. So, with limited space to operate and not worrying too much about aesthetics, that would have to be the height of the ice block. The water stream would send it on its merry way. And immediately we would turn a corner. We'd need 2 ender chests, so the first alignment might fail, which is interesting. And then the hoppers would end up on the backside here. So you would also lose some space to where they are. Jaster2000, thank you for 4 months of support. Mr. White, KC Co, thank you for 1,000 biddies. Appreciate it. Appreciate it ever so much. I've just had an interesting thought. Who says we can't use more of this space over here that's underground? Who says that, eh? Yeah, no message with that one, but appreciate it nonetheless. PG says how to turn Twitch to normal. Sorry, to dark mode. It went normal again. I mean, it'll be somewhere in the settings, won't it? I can't remember because once you change it, you tend to leave it alone. So, what I kind of want, I think, is for the ice to be on the backside here. Now, as the water goes to the corner, it's going to get flung to that side. It's going to get flung there, and then I need to pull it back in again. So it would be a very awkward little roundabout, which might end up wasting a fair few blocks. Could do more of those torches up here. And then you don't really have the space unless you go further out. Is this even making sense? I think we need to go a little further to align it. And we're definitely going to run out of ice if I'm doing it this way around. But that... 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7... So you probably break it up there and then have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Now that would give us the space to align the items on the double ender chests. Then they would be aligned on the front side, which would allow us to have the storage start where we want it. Yeah, and be closer to the player. That being said, the chests are going to pop out too, so I might push it back and not need to have it so tight. Kind of low on stuff here, aren't we? Let's take some of those. Now I need a crafting bench. Make some chests. Soyraz, thank you for subscribing. Liger Gaming, thank you for gifting a sub to Punk Aspen. We also got Cal65401 here for 11 months. The farm is mesmerizing to watch. Brilliant. Except it's not running. Thank you, my dude. Tamiya Tamiyu Da is here for 4 months. Looking forward to seeing your new build as always. Awesome. Glad to hear it. If I get more ice, I can also push this thing further back. So now that I know I can shimmy it around, I can basically put this where I want it. So like if we picture the front of the row of chests being about here, that feels like a good distance to me. Maybe even pull it one further forward. Yeah. I think that could work. Also, I'm going to see if anyone's got... Yeah, I'm going to need some more of this, aren't I? So yeah, coming into this room, I think 5 high would work. Putting the chests in probably should have been the first thing I decided to do. Then we'd have a 5x7 set of chests, which will be more than enough. I'm not putting filters on this as well, by the way. I kind of decided it'd probably be a smart idea to filter out seeds and maybe recycle them into bone meal. Now I'm thinking maybe adding that would be good. Yeah, this distance feels alright though. In terms of the floor going down, it doesn't have to be very much. So then if I did want to add an item filter system, I would need more height. Oh my word. And then I'd have to filter out all the items that come through, which is moss carpets, the 2 types of bushes, right? And then seeds. Is that correct that there's only 5 items? Because for this 7-wide storage, we could prioritize the stuff we want more. And then the seeds could be the thing that doesn't get filtered and gets recycled into bone meal, perhaps. Or maybe I'll just make like a... Oh, actually, I like the idea of having a little bone meal recycling station on either side. Maybe we'll do it manually, because the way I've been thinking about this is... You can set up a big item filter system, have everything go into its own chest, but sometimes that doesn't really bring you a lot of convenience. Sometimes you just need to kind of like get in, grab the stuff, get out. It's not so necessary that it's sorted, so feels like a little bit of overkill. And I mean, we're already going for a pretty extravagant sized... I'm already thinking about scaling this down already as I put the chests in. It's kind of funny. I think the room we're going to build is absolutely going to have some moss in the ground and share a similar aesthetic to this. Let's go grab 2 chests from up top. If it seems like I'm just constantly babbling and not doing much, just running the project, like visualizing it in my mind over and over again until I know what I want. These can stay on this side. So I probably do want this here, and then we probably will have the wood. This means I need an axe, and that's the wrong one, isn't it? And then this has got to go. Oops, got to go somewhere else. Nope, what? Dang, mouse wheel. 1, 2, 3. And then you'd have those again. So we are going to mirror the other room. I kind of knew I'd do that to some extent. And then we need some moss next, so let's pinch a block from in here. Best way I know how to do it, right? Get some bone meal. We got more noises in the ear, by the way. Zuri, Defuri, thank you for subscribing. Monster Jack, thank you for the prime. Becca's gifting a sub to Skutsky. Appreciate it, Becca. And Denix Hav is here with the prime. Thank you so much for your support. I caught a stream for once that it's because I'm sick, though, says Aphalathir. Sorry to hear you're sick, buddy. I hope you recover swiftly. You know, there's one thing I like about being sick. Okay? Always look on the bright side, right? Sometimes it stops you in your tracks and gives you a little bit of time to think. And also you get to appreciate being healthy again after, when you recover. You're like, dang. You know, I feel so much more appreciative now. At least that's how I feel. Also, like, I do not need rockets. I'm not flying anywhere. Why is that still on my hotbar? This is something I noticed when I'm in like a redstone test world. It's like, why am I like using, you know, why am I leaving stuff on my hotbar that I'm just not using? Need to streamline the process a little bit here. Let's go for one more round of the moss, and then we've probably got all we need for this room. Also, I am correct in saying there's only 5 items that come through, right? I don't think we need to worry about it because I'm not building the filters, but I'm just wondering if there's anything else you get from the moss. Enjoying the chill music, says Early Sound. Yeah, we're listening to Music Man's music. And it's gorgeous. So similar to the other room, you know, sort of embracing this 5x5 type deal. That would land us with some pillars again and a bit of a hint as to where to actually put the chests. Should have just done this first. You're never sure which way around it's going to work. I guess by doing the packed ice we kind of learned the limitations of where we can put stuff a little bit. What are they talking about? Ah, I see. I was hoping he's talking about ice. Hook me up with the ice, Jevin. Yeah, we'll have to take a trip to get some at some point. So then we'll use these little stations on the side for something else. Now I'm thinking we'll have our little bone meal refiller, but maybe something else as well. Right, and now we know where the next blocks go. So much for this mega storage idea. To be serious though, like how much am I actually going to need? Probably next episode Scar will be like, I need 500,000 moss blocks for a project. Dang it, Scar. I just built a very small storage system. So I like the idea of the storage sort of being a little bit embedded behind here. Now the top chest's alignment will be behind this. Right, so I know exactly what to do with these chests now, which is good, and then we'll figure out the rest of it in a little bit. We're going to definitely need some more chests. What you're making, says Hippo Pro, we're making a storage system for our moss farm, which I'm going to turn on tomorrow. I'm looking forward to it. I'm excited. Yeah, how many is this actually? It's 5. Oh, that's correct, but I need double that. I need 50 chests. To think I was going to go completely mega on this thing. I think it's 50. Then I need hoppers. Gosh. So much. Whoopsie. Okay, so when you got the chests above it like that, you can still get to that one. I still think it might just be like ridiculous overkill. It just feels more ridiculous. Let's put some light blocks underneath it. Which are actually over here. And I got quite a few of these. Dang, that's not bad. They're not crafted, they're all scavenged. Now that should help with the luminosity in this room and stop things from spawning, which is always good. And we got another noise in the ear. Cutie Pyro 0, thank you for 4 months of support. My favourite axolotl is live. Do you know what I can hear? I can hear ya! Where are ya? Are you on top of the moss thing? What you doing in the hole? Hey, I can get my own head here, right. Although it's my classic head, right? I can't even be bothered to get any of these at all. Like, I have trauma from last season. Of like, being in the middle of doing something and then being like, oh, trader. Oh, unpacked all these blocks. Like that one, this one. 15 minutes go by. Alright, I got all the blocks. And then I put them in the block exchange and, to be fair, people did use them. You know, they brought the mini blocks. It got used by other hermits, but I hardly used it myself. Benaki, thank you for the prime. CJ55, thank you for the prime as well. Okay, so these will kindly go into the heads basket over here, where we are slowly accumulating various things. I wonder if there's some additional heads available today. Oh! What? No, look away. I'm not doing anything wrong. It's just a computer game, peeps. Just a computer game. Okay, one that simulates murder. What? What did you just say? Didn't say anything. Okay, maybe this way I can fill it up a bit. Right, now, for this next song, I want you to imagine a really cheesy 80s TV show. Oh yeah, boogie on down. Okay, except the music's really good. Can't you just see it? Can't you just see that, like, cutting to all the characters and, like, one of them's doing the thing with the hands, like the Fonz? Totally 80s vibes. Love it. There is going to be just the right amount of space to squeeze everything we need in, it seems. And I think I made the right decision with the size of this storage area. I mean, it is going to be redonkulous, isn't it? I remember whenever I put chests together, like a wall of chests like this, I will forever always think of Mumbo. Because, like a few years ago, I don't know specifically what season, maybe like season 3 sort of era, like Mumbo would like used to do a project and it would always be about making this ridiculously massive storage system. And like he would just like get 100 chests or something and build this ridiculous storage wall. I think I'm too young for the 80s references, says Dearama. You'll get there with time. You know, as you grow up, you learn more about the past, and then you start to pick on this stuff. Because I weren't around for the 80s. I mean, I was alive, but I wasn't comprehending much. You know? The 90s was my generation. There we go. Yeah, this is going to come out and we're going to have another roof in here. Probably, knowing me, I think maybe we should try and make it a little different from that layout. Where's our lights at? So we're probably done with that. We've got some prismarine blocks over here. This floor is in need of a moss block that I borrowed. Goodness me. Done with those. I'd like to use a little dark prismarine, I think. Although, do they come in slabs and stairs? Yeah, they do. They do. I just had traumatic memories of building my Season 6 base with extraordinary amounts of prismarine slabs. Nobody wants to learn about the 80s. Lol, says CJI. Ah, yes. The classic... My opinion is everyone's opinion. Nobody wants to know about that. I love learning about any era in time. Really. I've been learning about the 1880s. Oh! Been watching that series about the men who built America. Carnegie, Rockefeller, that bunch. Really fascinating series. Some of the world's first, like, you know, incredibly rich individuals. And it's all fascinating to me because it's all what leads us to the current day, right? You can't have the present without the past. So it all plays a role, you know. If you enjoy things that are around today, you might not realize it has its roots in other things. Like, you know, if you're like, oh, the 80s sucks or whatever, I don't want to know about the 80s. But you like synthwave music, it's kind of like, well, you know, like a lot of that comes from that era. There are stylistic divergences that took place in the 80s that, you know, have been revived for the synthwave era. I think I might just keep it simple until I see something a little more relevant for this spot here. Just kind of pleasant. Not everything has to be a work of art. And especially when you only got like a 5x5 space. We're probably going to put more prismarine blocks back there, but we've got to get the hoppers in next. And we need 15 of them, right? Bone meal can go in there. I tell you what, I can just chuck some of those into a lonely corner, right? Because they've taken up space, yo. This gal is using copper with the prismarine. It looks great. Yeah, they might look nice together. So X, how do hermits manage to stabilize economy in Minecraft as infinite resources? Says Glitch Void. Time. Time is what you're not factoring in. Do you have the time to build that farm, or are you going to buy it from a hermit shop because you already got the diamonds? Kenny the Penny Pincher, thank you for the prime. Stop pinching those pennies, Kenny. God. Nocturama, thank you for 2 months. Appreciate it, my dude. I'm just the in-between. I don't tend to search for information about eras, but if someone wants to come up to me and ask, hey, want to hear about the 80s? How am I to say no? Yeah, who would say no to an opportunity to learn? I'm a 2000s kid, but my family always showed me 80s films. Don't even resent it because some films are really good. Yeah, loads of great movies came out of the 80s. Every decade has its movies. And it has its tone and its temperament. I like some of the classic 80s stuff. The 90s, like late 90s, early noughties is like my sort of era for like when I even enjoy the bad stuff, because like it reminds me of the time, you know. Or the times, plural, I don't know. Breakfast Club, says Queef Keen. Ah, there's a movie. That's a good movie to watch as like a teenager. I'm quite fond of those sort of teenage movies, but like when you watch them as an adult, they're a little less, I don't know, interesting. But that one's a classic. I mean, like, you know, obviously I like the ones that I saw when I was a teenager, but like to watch teenage movies now of that style. I remember watching, what was it, like, they do these movies where they make like teenagers and young adults like the heroes, right? I used to love those ones when I was that age. And then I think it was The Maze Runner. I watched The Maze Runner as an adult, and it's like, I would have loved this if I were younger, but now that I'm adult, like I see how like obvious the whole projecting onto young people is. And there's nothing wrong with that, just it's just something you enjoy, I think, when you're that age, right? Let's use up some of these blocks we have. Oh, I've only got a few of them. Dang it! I really don't want to go wandering off, like, harvesting tons of resources or something. Looks like we won't need to, if I do this right. Oh, again, I'm trying to do this with, like, the least amount of unnecessary space. Noddy, 3K compliant. Thank you for the prime. Appreciate it. Interesting username. 3K compliant, eh? Maze Runner is good, says fan of Scallium. I'm not putting it down. I'm just saying it's one of those ones where the teenagers are adults, like with like those larger than life problems. And like when you're that age watching it, it's brilliant. And then when you're not, when you're older, you like see through it a little bit, I guess. Super Servo says, I like the Maze Runner books better than the movies, but I know what you're talking about. Yeah, you'll probably know what I'm on about if you're like a bit older and sort of seen it that way yourself. What did I come up here for? I literally don't know. I literally don't know why I just came up here. But I know that I need some of these. Right, and then these are going to go on top of there. If it will let me reach. Oh god, maybe you're right, but I'm still young, so maybe I'll see it one day, says fan of Scallium. You will, I'm sure you will. It's like, again, I have to keep saying it, I'm not knocking the movie or anything like that. It's just like some things are created for an audience, and then when you are outside of that audience because of something beyond your control, i.e. age, you then see it differently. Not to say it's bad, just that, you know, it's like you struggle to connect with the characters as an adult. I could be entirely wrong, it could just be me. That's the way I see it though. So everything that I've placed here doesn't interfere with what we're doing up above. And it just means when you look for all those little gaps in the storage system, everything's now surrounded. So it's very pleasant to like look into that space. And now we get to focus our attention on what's going on up above, which is happening over in this space. So I'm going to need my shovel. I need to clear out some junk from this inventory again. TX Rider 1524, thank you for 2 months. Is it Friday yet? It is not. It is the day before Friday still. Striker 537, thank you for 27 months. And Princess Anna Mama. No, Anna Amma. Thank you for 2 months. After almost a year of watching you, I can finally subscribe my own. Awesome, thank you for subscribing and thank you for watching. So you don't have a water fountain for youth? I do not. I do not. I mean, there's that sort of like saying of like stay young forever and hold on to your youth. Right? I'm not sure you can do that. At least in my experience, it's like a lot of like what was in my youth wouldn't be helpful to me now. It's a weird thing. But like when you're young, I think what it is when you're young you got like a lot more passion and energy for life, and sometimes that can get beaten out of you as you like get older, and that's something I won't let go of. I'm always curious and excited, just maybe in different ways now. Like I like learning about stuff, watching documentaries and whatnot mostly, while I do my creative things, you know, kind of like back and forth between that, making videos, contraptions, building stuff, and then learning and listening to records. That's my process. Do you love taxes? Says BD Max. No, taxes are boring. I've met 8-year-old people who act like they're in their 30s. That's what they mean, says yes you can do it. Yeah. Although, like, when you're 80, you can act like you're in your 30s. But it... Oh, look. That back bit there will have to be... Actually, what I could do is put an extra bunch of hoppers on here. Or I could just have the ice come down by 1. I think it'd just be easier if it came down by 1 to build all of this. So I'm going to do it that way. Like, you know, physically, when you're in your 80s, you need to act like you are 80 because your body is aged. But like in spirit and things you're interested in and being creative and whatnot, then yeah, hold on to that youth. Pick breaks in 10 minutes, says hello SDDDD. Depends on how much I use it, doesn't it? I can also repair it. Ah, now here's the thing. I guess whatever I build down there, I want to keep it away from that, because that's where that starts. So it will be higher for a moment. Now where does it get aligned? I think it will have to be aligned in these 2 blocks. So let's go ahead and put a stone block here and then get our ender chests. Dang, I'm like, I had loads of these after I went to the end, and now it's like, oh, I'm back down to a couple again. So there's your alignment, which means I now need all of this space here, essentially. Oh, there we go. So I think it'll be a case of that goes over here. So close. So close. Not even enough for 1 more block. So now I need some ice from somewhere. Like, where is the quickest place to get ice from? If I had a map of the world and there was somewhere cold, I could fly straight there. Sloppy Stew 35, thank you for subscribing. Emery Khan Quiv, thank you for the prime. We got Dread Panda 2 for 4 months. Thank you so much for your support. Cub sells it. Well, I'm broke, so you know, buying is no good for me. Cub isn't on to beg, so I guess we'll just fly somewhere. I know we can fly north a fair bit. Maybe we just fly from here and we'll find a bit of ice. We only need a few blocks, so. Do you have a video showing how Scar's hat was made? I did not make Scar's hat, Caveman. Would Horsehead Farms have some? Possibly. Again, I'm broke. And we got some cheers and bits. It's the Light Cuisine here saying the hermits seem to be forming into distinct teams. If there's another war storyline, who would you end up with? Would you just go on your own on a team, or just you and Evil X? I don't know, because that's like not happening, so I wouldn't like really know until something happened, right? If that makes sense. I mean, for all this storyline stuff, sometimes I just like to do things my own way, you know? You never know what you want to get involved with. I feel like... yeah, this is not going to where I want now that I think about it. Pay with your coins, says the full Theer. I don't actually have any derp coins either. I haven't brought any. Suma, do you like bread? Says Neptune. I was watching this. I've been watching this Anthony Bourdain, Parts Unknown. YouTube just started recommending it, and I watched a couple. And at first I was like, not really sure like what's good about this, but then I don't know, I started to really quite like it. Like just going to different places in the world and like showing you stuff. And a lot of it is to do with food, right? Oh, do you know what? The Snow Bowl is actually in the snowy biome, so I was looking for a portal around here to fly to. I think it's like off in the direction I'm going to fly to. Dirty Hippie says, I love Anthony Bourdain, such a passionate man. Wow. Whoa, Cub! There's lava here and it's lagging. Dang, those candles look so good. I barely used any candles. This is nice. I've completely forgotten what it was I wanted to say. Yeah, I didn't really like see what his appeal was at first. I don't know. He seemed a little bit like I wasn't like seeing what he was bringing, but as I wait, am I going in the right direction? What is this island? This is part of the continent, is it? Yes, it is. If I had headed like straight off from my own base, we would have been there by now. Just flying north, you know. Here you go. See that there's some ice. That's all I needed to do was just fly north for ice. See, I didn't really like see what he was bringing to the show, but the more of it I watch, like it feels very subtle, but I feel like what he brings is like his connections, because he actually like gets into some interesting places and shows you like a fair bit of the cuisine, like the culture and the cuisine. But like, I'm used to watching stuff where everything's explained to you, and I feel like his show is more like, I'm gonna go here, go to these places, meet these people, and like show you what happens, and then you kind of put it together in your own way, whatever you think it all means. And ultimately just showing you some culture, you know. Anyway, he was in India, and man, the cuisine over there looks so good. And they had like, they showed you making the naan breads, especially the keema naan, where they like wrap up the mincemeat in a ball of dough and then stick it to the inside of a clay oven. Like that is so cool. And it got me really excited for a curry. No surprise. Last week I had a curry, I ordered it from a place I knew and have had loads from, and it was just like very predictable. So now I'm like, I'm literally just gonna pick a restaurant I've never ordered from before, and then pick a bunch of dishes that I don't know, and just see what happens. Right? You gotta be adventurous sometimes. And it'd be even like better if I could go to the restaurant, but although things are opening up back here, I'm still on the cautious side, me. Right, and that is probably enough ice for what we need, right? That's good. Probably not enough for the next one, but since I got things to do, you know, there we go. Dip a bread in a curry, says Demo. Yeah, that's the purpose of the bread, right? Usually I skip bread when ordering curry, but this time I'm definitely getting some. Supper, Japa says, do you like spicy food? I do. Like, not crazy hot, but I'm, you know, into the spices. What do you think about Dune, says Angry Fly. It's, I never got into the books, the games, or the movie. I'm aware of it. Some of it interests me. Was it talking about spices that made you think of Dune? Some of it interests me. I might check out the movie when it's out. Look at this crazy big view distance we got. Like, it's so good, but like it constantly skips a beat, right? I know. Oh, the memory was a fair bit higher earlier. It was over 2 gigs. I'm noticing it's at 150. I don't think that's contributing to it, to the lag spike. Athelthir, if you have the opportunity to have a curry, order a korma. If you're not good with the spice. X, have you ever watched a horror movie? Yeah, about like 10 years ago I was just like an absolute horror movie addict, and I think I watched everything that came out. And went down some rabbit holes watching obscure Japanese handheld horror movies with like weird ghostly spirits coming out of a tree chunk in the middle of a forest. And I was like, after watching that, I was like, I've gone too far. Like I'm now watching movies that only like 1,000 other souls have seen. Complete horror junkie. Yeah, I loved the thrill of being scared, but it kind of like it runs out, right? Like you can't just watch them over and over again and still expect that. Some of my favorite experiences was watching Paranormal Activity, because a lot of people like hate on that movie and will say, oh, you know, it's rubbish, but like I'm the sort of viewer who's like, I am invested, I want to be scared. So I'll buy into it. Yeah, I could look at it and go, bad acting, terrible set, la 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 la. I like to like buy into it, you know? I'm thinking, now that we got the extra blocks, let's make sure this works and just throw in an extra block of distance here. And then align this thing a little better. So let's say we have our 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So actually, a better alignment would be 1 further back again, or possibly 1 less, if I do it the reverse way. So yeah, 5, 6, 7, 8. No, because then that one... Okay, so... maybe I will just make it there. So that's where the water starts. Break. Oh no, then you need that to come round. Dang it. So all of this needs to go over by 1, I think. Okay, so over here, 1, 2, 3, that's 3, 4, 5. Then we'll go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Break. Yeah, so that'll work. Excuse me. CJA says, I'm a coward. I can't do horror movies at all. Well, I mean, that sounds like you're highly susceptible to being scared, which is the thrill of the horror movie. If you can embrace that a little bit and be like, okay, this is good. I remember watching a horror movie when I was like a teenager at school, and it was like a sleepover thing or something, and my friend, when I went out to the garage to get a drink or something, my friend hid behind the door, and as I like came back out again, like said my name really creepily, and it absolutely terrified me. Like immediately I was like completely shocked, and I always remember that moment, because after I realized, like, I wasn't mad, I wasn't angry, I just immediately started laughing and we thought it was hilarious. And like that's like the experience of like adrenaline and being shocked. That's what's fun with horror. And there's different types of horror as well. You got like more sort of like slapstick, gore, slasher type stuff, where it's the scare is less about like crafting a scary environment, and it's more like the concept of like a killer on the loose, and those movies go in all sorts of crazy directions. I was watching all the classics like Evil Dead, Texas Chainsaw Massacre, movies like that. They were just so much fun. These days I don't find it very enticing to rewatch any of that stuff. I've been watching like the great dramas of the 90s or whatever. A Time to Kill is on my radar. I remember that movie made me cry when I was, don't know how old, but when I first saw that one. Like that has one of the most heart-wrenching lines in it. I think it's Matthew McConaughey who delivers it. Been listening to his book Green Lights where he's been talking about that one. I've been rewatching those sorts of movies lately during this sort of like lockdown isolation period. Even though the lockdown's over here in the UK, it's still like I haven't gotten back to any form of normality yet. A little bit, perhaps more than usual. Yeah, I really don't see the appeal of rewatching like Dawn of the Dead or, you know, that kind of stuff. Although Dawn of the Dead is less like, that's like old school horror, like slower pace horror, I guess. Love that stuff though. George Romero, great director. Parasite is not a horror, says Badger Spanner. I think it's got an element of horror in it, but it's not strictly horror, right? It's more like psychological, a little bit of a thriller. It's also got like a lot of messaging embedded into it, you know, societal underpinnings or commentaries underpinning it. That's one I want to watch again, but like, because it's quite recent, I feel like you've got to give it a bit more time first. Okay, so I think I'm going to start like filling this in here. Oh, and up there, perhaps. Oh, and apparently I'm out. I guess I've been digging stone and then putting it back again. Let's get a little... Actually, that's what I did. I put a bunch in the chest up top, didn't I? We got the light cuisine here again with more cheers and bits, saying Xisuma, I have a wacky theory that you keep your face identity information secret because you're actually an MP in real life. You're close, my buddy, my friend. You're very close. I'm actually, like, my face is so well known. I am actually a meme on the internet that everyone's seen. That's what's so funny about keeping it a secret, you know. Is that I can guarantee all of you have seen my face. I've tried to explain this before. But, you know, no one believes me because I won't tell them what meme it is, because then you'd know. I do love the silly meta horror stuff like Halloween, Scream, Trick or Treat, etc., says Badger. Oh, I watched Trick or Treat not too long ago, pre-pandemic. That's a term that, you know, it's going to stick with you when you're describing time now. Oh yeah, it was pre-pandemic. Yeah, depressing. Yeah, I watched that one. Kinda, yeah, it was good. It was good. It was, I'm sort of like done with my fascination of horror, right? As I've probably explained, so it was kind of like, it was good. I would have enjoyed it a bit more had I watched it when it came out. Cassidy says bad luck Brian. Oh, that immediately brings a smile to my face. That's an old school meme right there. That's from the era where I liked memes, when memes were interesting or funny to me. Like 2010. Those meme images were great. These days, I'm not even remotely interested in them. Let's go grab a sign. Another bucket. I think we need like 2 more water sources. Let's use ice in that case. And get this bit here going. So the items will fall down around here. That's correct, because the next bit starts there. And they should then align themselves so that the hoppers pick them up, and that's it. Job well done. Leaves us with this open space on either side to do a little something extra. He's ashamed of being scumbag Steve. Oh my god, that's another classic one. Jeez, that guy. Oh, that's taking it back away. I'm thinking what we'll do next. I thought I made a bunch of composters, like, and put them somewhere. But I don't see them now, so I guess I've got to make some more, right? So what if we had, like, a composter array? Now, problem with doing that is that it needs to be quite tall. So I guess with that block there, it would have to be on this side that I put this thing together, I guess. I could maybe also just have that in the middle of the room. Kind of useful. Have one lying around. Okay, this inventory does need a little bit more cleanage. Some hibbity-hoobity hoppers can go over here. Don't need the signs. Do need more slabbages. Slabbage cabbage, you know. I think Xisuma is the challenge accepted stickman. I don't think I know that one. I'm also not a stick person. Bubby Friedrich says, hey Xisuma, I have a suggestion for a new resource pack. The work blocks have the workbench inside of the GUI. Just a suggestion for Vanilla Tweaks. The work blocks have the work block inside the GUI? Not sure what you mean. Do you mean like that? Like somewhere there? Oh, didn't I actually like... Wait, we're building it on that side, we decided. Just need to put all these things back down, I guess. And there's one more. So we didn't need some more slabs, didn't we? And that gives us some more composters. Excellent. And now we need some hoppers. More than that, so now we need some chests. Oh, it just goes on and on, doesn't it? Then we'll need some iron. Jimmy Inklin, thank you for... Oh, sorry, Jiminy Kin? Thank you for gifting a sub to Kyle Lowell. Appreciate you doing that. Thank you for the support. We got 2,500 peeps. Tuning in today, be sure to hit the follow button. I'm streaming again Saturday morning. If you click schedule here on Twitch, then you can see what days I'm streaming, or at least my streaming plans, and you might find that a useful page to figure out when I'm streaming. Next week we got Hermits Helping Hermits and Clash of the Creators. Both of those are on there. So we need another 4 hoppers, although I'll end up just needing more later on anyway. Okay, so what I'm thinking is there ain't really a great way to sell this other than what I'm going to do right here. I mean, like, to keep it simple and manual, this will convert whatever we throw at it, right? Ah, slight problem. Can't see the chest up the top. Okay, I've immediately thought of another way to do this then. So I guess this will have to be recessed a little bit so that you can access that. The hoppers at the bottom can actually point. So they'll go like this, and this room will become a little bit bigger. Looks like the hoppers did their thing. Can't put a composter in from the side, so it'll have to be like that. And then the next 5 chests go across the top. And so if I want to come over here and be like, this stuff can just get composted. Why did that not put it? Oh, I see what happened. If I just want to compost a bunch of stuff, I can chuck it into those chests. I could maybe You see, I could have these ones all point into one another and go into a single chest now that I think about it. And then possibly I could have a row of hoppers above here and then have the chest even higher, but then it starts to get real awkward, so I think that'll do. I think that'll do. There's not really a nice way to make that super clever or anything, so I think I'll leave it as is for now, maybe tweak it later. That's kind of good. That's kind of good. That means we concluded everything we're going to do over here for now. And we've got to put stuff away. And those need to be filled up with water as well. 5 double chests across the top row would look more symmetrical. That's true, or I could just have 5 single chests. Considering I'm just pulling it out of one inventory to the other, you're never going to need more than a single chest. Because the inventory doesn't really support much more than you moving that around, what with all these other things in your hotbar. So, I think making them double chests is a little unnecessary, unless there's a serious amount of this stuff that I want to convert. And we'll put our first little bit of moss in there for now. Actually, no, I've got a storage thing to put that in. Yeah, apparently I've accumulated some other junk. Any of it go up top? Sometimes it goes up top, doesn't it? Right. That's good. That's good. Valuables, that can go in there. Lights. Save me a couple of those. Oh! Low durability. Oh dear. Okay, so I want to have a torch over here and a torch back there, and now it should all be good and lit. Tell you what I really do need, some golden carrots, which we don't have in there. And that's one of the things on my list to kind of stock up on some bits and bobs. Right, so we did good down there. And I really, really like this storage system here. It's great. I think, yeah, that one is here. Do you still play guitar? Says Kazuyuzi. Sadly, I don't. It just aggravates my injuries. So I just have to kind of give it up now. Right, we're going to go do some trading with villagers next. Well, that we are. Send the unwanted items to the composter, says Solabyss. I could make it so the overflow goes there. That would be kind of smart, wouldn't it? That would be very, very smart. Oh, apparently I'm not recording the stream. Hit that record button. We've been streaming for an hour. Cool. I do want to sit down a bit for today. X is Rick Astley. Only problem with that is the voice. Only problem with that theory is the voice, obviously. Never gonna give you up. I legitimately love that song. Like, when it was a meme, like, its heyday for being a meme, I'm gonna guess, was like 2008, 2009, but I genuinely love that song. And I don't know if, like, people like it sarcastically, or they like to troll with it or whatever, but I genuinely think it's like, yeah, it's a bit of a cheesy 80s song, but like it's really upbeat and positive, and his singing's great. It's absolutely great. So I really like that song. Oh, I should have. Oh, I'll tell you what. I'll just leave it there rather than use the potions. We'll do some trading for a minute here. Oh yeah, and any golden carrots, right? Did you refresh? No. No, wait. You did, but I didn't. See. They just made the refreshing noises like a second ago, right? I seem to always be down here when they refresh. I do this, and then they've refreshed, and I'm always like, wait, what? I can do it again? Already? Yeah, and we need more of those. More and more of those. And we're out. Okay, cool. Yes, it's a very good song, to be fair, says CJ. Indeed. Not a lot of other people commenting if they like the song or not. That's disappointing. I think it's fantastic. This guy. Yeah, need a fair few more of those as well. Rick Astley's kid taught him what rickrolling is, says Minor Prophet. Is that true? I think that sounds... I don't know. I remember like seeing like interviews with him at the time and stuff. I don't know. Maybe he did. I can't remember that. Right, how long till they restock? I need another restock. I need another restock. Let's look at my notes. Yeah, I just need some more name tags more than anything. Right, we're going to head over to the Evil Emporium next. Peeps are now saying it's a great song. It is a great, great song. And what's weird about it is that, like, back then you would hear it over and over again, and it didn't get annoying. Like, whenever I've been rickrolled on the internet, I'm always like, I'm fine with this. This is good. I think maybe the initial intention is, like, to like rickroll you with a cheesy 80s song, but then it's actually just really good. Ziggyster says you know the rules and so do I. What rules? No, I know what you're getting at. I know what you're doing. Yeah, just need a few more name tags really. Becca says, I'm sorry, I'm listening to Fit for an Autopsy. You should be listening to the stream, not getting prepared for autopsies. Go. There you go, sleeping through the night. Come on. If you are Rick Astley, I'd like to know so we can change the link in Dash Facecam. Hang on, didn't someone just sleep through the night? So shouldn't they restock now? Okay, I thought they would have restocked. They restock a bit later. 8 o'clock, right. It is 6. Okay, so we've got to wait a while. Ugh. What are we going to do for the next 1 minute? Oh God, 1 minute. You and I together for a minute. This is going to be terrible. I don't know what to say all of a sudden. Because I'm not doing anything. Silent Death, thank you for the Prime. Cute Doggo, thank you for gifting a sub to LazyCon. Appreciate it. I'll use this moment to drink some water. That's what I will do. JM Lemmy says exciting gameplay. I know, right? This reminds me of that time we fought the Phantoms. Or when we were attacked by those pillagers. God, riveting stuff. Restock already. Look at the clock. Restock. That rhymed. I figured it out. Xisuma is the pizza guy in that one episode of Supernatural. Mmm, pizza. Pizza. Oh, they're never going to restock. Let's just head out of here. Oh, did I get ya? Did I get ya? Oh, I'm looking in my chat. I'm looking in my chat. I got someone. I got someone. I got at least one person. I got at least one person. You got. You know who you are. You thought I was derping. So yeah, I'm having pizza tomorrow. Did I say I was going to go? God, I don't know. Someone mentioned pizza. Now I'm thinking about pizza. There's a place near me that does Indian fusion pizzas. I like the idea, but I don't think it's for me. It sounds a bit odd. Like, I could picture like a naan bread pizza, because that really matches the Indian curry sauce and stuff, but like, if you're keeping the traditional base of a pizza, I don't see it as something that fits well with spice that way. Like, you don't have like those sort of wild spices. You can have a spicy pizza, but it's like the spice isn't the main thing, right? Oh, I never cleaned up this. I mean, Evil X never cleaned up that mess, hey? Roti canny is good too, with chicken curry, says Afalia. Now, I've had roti from a few different places. When I get it from the Indian houses, it tends to be a rather plain bread, very thin. When I get it from a Jamaican place, it's like all cinnamony and like spiced up and really, really interesting. So I got to do some stuff over here, ironically with XP, which I was sort of gathering, but sort of not. I might have to take a trip to a farm, peeps. Oh yeah, also I want to put a stack of those in there. So I kind of made a mistake over here. Like, notice how... Oh, I got to do the small caps thing. Unless I copy it from there. So what I've been doing is, as I gather more of the resource, I just chuck it in here. So as time goes by, this will sort of become cheaper. I just realised now that all of them need the same thing. So it might be smarter for me just to make these again from scratch. So how many do we need? Like, we got 6. Did I put that one back? Okay, you're about to learn some of the secrets of Derpcoin, peeps. This doesn't go beyond this stream, okay? If I see anyone... Oh! God, I'll get so angry I'll turn up at your house. Okay. These secrets don't go beyond this wall, remember that. Okay. You saw nothing! No! It's not all a scam. Custom model data set. I think that one's like 8. Nope. Was that it? I think that was it. That looks the same. Scamporium? Oi! What are you calling this place? Scamporium. Oh. You're the scamp here. Oh. Right. So we take that and we just reapply it here. And then we put it in all the chests. So now, like, it's per stack size, right? So then when I come over here and I dish some extra ores as I accumulate them in, then you know what it is. Like, that used to be like 2, I think, and now that I've got more gold, I just upped it. So that's the way the economy of this works, basically, is if I have more of it, then it's cheaper. Right, so that was one thing. There's like 3 things I need to do here. One of them was do a little bit of stocking up. And then we're going to get some pillages in the place. The costing for iron ore is wrong per stack, says Overflow Sprocket. Well, it literally can't be. It literally can't be. Okay, so TFC brought those, and that was it. Oh, that's pretty well stocked up. So's that. Maybe we need to make the iron cheaper. Like, iron's usually a seller. What we got here? So I might change those to per stack again. Anyway, let's stock up. And now we keep a nice neat pattern, don't we? These have sold quite a few, so it's like 3. I need some for myself though. Which has just made me think of something. Yeah, I'll keep the last 12. Oh, some of those are sold. Hey! Lots of that is sold. Dang! What about the redstone? Yep, some of the redstone's selling as well. That's terrific. Gunpowder hasn't budged. Some of that's sold. Cool. Alright, well, we're shifting some items. That's good. The weird thing is, though, the way it's set up, like, the profit stays in here. Well, actually, no. The diamond profit is over... I don't even understand this stuff. I just do what Evil X tells... Look at that! God. Do you know what? We should probably restock a little bit of this. Evil X tells me only to stock up a little bit and keep scarcity around. So, it's 32 to 3, right? Oh, I guess I'll just do that. And then those go in there. Maybe we'll be generous today and add a couple extra.
Okay, I want to show you guys something. What is it? Oh, you're gonna have to wait and see. It's a surprise, man.
What is it? I bet it's volume 2. It's volume 2, peeps. Right. Let's get that volume 2 hype going. I want to keep these name tags. The golden carrots, though, they can stay here for stock, I guess. I don't know. I'll just chuck those in there. Yeah, that was something else I need to do, was check up on that, right? Do I have any extra redstone stock here? I can't remember if I left any behind. Got gunpowder and spider eyes, of all things. No is the answer. Becca says, nope, still listening to Chonky Metal. Well, you're not doing a very good job, because you're clearly listening to the stream, which means you're also listening to this. Gah. Anyways, any hoozles. Wonder how the premiums are doing. Oh. One of those got in there. Oh, wait. Where do I go to check? So that looks like quite a few have come out of there. Good. Okay. I think they're playing games together, I hope. I hope they're playing nicely. Right, so one of the reasons I need name tags is for the pillagers, right? But here's the thing, they've been sitting around in those boats a lot. And I've been going in and out of portals and they haven't been despawning. So I could rename the pillager, right? But they don't despawn. And if I want to keep some regular ones, I kind of want to get that one there to safety. I'm just thinking about moving them about. They don't despawn because of the boats, as the techno logic. Yes, that sounds quite legit right there. Just get out of my face for once. Yeah, that sounds like some good logic. So I do need to name tag them. I tend to call them Scary Guy, but I want to put 2 of them inside of the Evil Emporium. So y'all can help me brainstorm a name, right? Like, what's a good pairing of? Why are there like one here and one there? 2 names. That would go 2 scary names that could go side by side at the entrance. Evillagers? It's a bit of a pluralistic name, isn't it? Okay, if I get rid of that block, I should be able to bring this guy all the way around. I mean, I think I can use a lead on them, right? Jason and Freddy. What's that the reference to? Freddy and Jason. Jason X and... Is Freddy... Oh god, I can't quite remember it. But that sounds like a solid reference. I think I know what movies you're referring to. Jekyll and Hyde. I actually quite like that one. Jekyll and Hyde. Mary and Poppins. Heinz and Beans? Gosh. I think it's either Jason and Freddy or the other one that was suggested. Jason from Friday the 13th and Freddy from Nightmare on Elm Street. That was it. Yeah, Nightmare on Elm Street. Never really watched those movies. Speaking of horrors and slashers and stuff, those two are franchises I've never really touched. Am I spelling it right? Is it 1D or 2? Doom and Gloom. Actually, I'm going to go with that. Doom and Gloom is awesome. Let's go with Doom and Gloom over here. And I can also spell those, so, you know, +1 for me. Not really. Okay. Hello! Right, let's go this way. Over yonder bridger! I said. I exclaimed! That's a nice one, says NJ. I agree. Also, Peter the Hobbit, thank you for 2 months of support. Daddy Beer, thank you for 13 months. Appreciate it, appreciate it. Hey X, do you like Typo Negative? I do. I've never really gotten deep into their discography. They strike me as an interesting group, to say the least. At least with their sound. That's a cow. Education, time with X. Ba-dum bum ba-da-da-dum. Okay. So we're going to leash them all the way over here, which shouldn't be too much of a problem. Do you know what? They don't really like wander off or cause much of a problem. So I think I'm just going to get them in there now, and then do all the redstone-y bit later on. So F3 and B, bam. Don't punch them in the face. F3 and B. Don't. No. 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 Oh god, you can't leash them. So you got to use minecarts. Oh god, they almost got away. Dang, we need that song now. No, 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 no. Oh, I can't even do it as fast. No, 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 no. I have to relax my muscles in my mouth first before I do that. Gosh. No, 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 no. No, 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 no. Yeah, actually, I think, like, doing it when you're genuinely panicked, you, like, speed up. Because I can't do it now. I feel like I was doing it just as fast a moment ago. Oh, they're going to be a pain in the bum, especially with those ones. Wait, oh, they're just hidden down there. Okay, so they're... I was worried this one was going to run that way, you know. I don't know if undead mobs... I know undead mobs, like zombies, don't go over rails. I don't know if that's true of all of them. I hope that's true. Okay, Boss bridge. Best material to build a bridge with is moss, of course. Has he realised yet, says Sea Turtle? What have I not realised? Actually, that doesn't need to be that, does it? What is it I have not realised, apparently? Excuse me, God, keep burping. It's my dinner going through me. I had 3 meals today. I made some raspberry porridge in the morning. It worked out alright. I think I'm going to stick with 2 meals a day, though. It's like a time thing, but also I feel so much more satisfied after a big meal. Oh no, streamer doesn't know, says Cone Smeets. Am I just being trolled? Is that it? On Bedrock, you could leash the boats. I'm not on Bedrock, though. Okay, have you heard of the band Thank You Scientist? A lot of their music is an interesting fusion of jazz and rock. Like jazz rock. I have not heard of them. I need more torches, first of all. Yeah, this is actually, like, because I thought I might be able to leash them, this is now like a whole new pain in the bum. Moving these about. And what's up with these little holes? Where'd they come from? Jazz rock sounds like a modern ore. Guess so. Ah, then we got all of this over here to deal with, right. Oh, I'm really just going to have to engineer the entire thing, I think. And find myself some extra blocks. That just about works, doesn't it? Let's put this. Right, I need more blocks. Where's my ender chest? Did I leave that in here? Well, if it's not there, the last place I put my ender chest would have been down on the ground just over here. And I picked... I wonder where I put... Oh wait, no. Yeah, over there. Okay, I've got that here, yeah. Yeah. X, how do you motivate yourself on funk days? I don't. If you have a funk day, you don't need motivation. You just do it anyway. That's my attitude. You just power through, and then before you know it, the funk is over. Alternatively, like if what you're trying to do isn't working, sometimes taking a break helps. But my attitude's always been, you know, keep on at it. We'll never know who that was, because I can't tell. X, can you unwax that one copper block? That one copper block? There's lots of copper blocks on this server. Right, there we go, that's powered. So they'll come up and around. Oh, I'm going to have to rip apart the entrance here a little bit, aren't I? Actually, maybe that's not the way to do it. Yeah, I was going to rip up the ground, but if I do this, it's far less work. So, I want these... I think I want them to stand on this block. Is that... Oh, thank goodness. Okay, yeah, they're going to go there. So we'll bring them through here. Is that the way to do it? Yeah, that'll be fine. I'm out of blocks already, again. God. I got these ones. And I guess I shouldn't have quite done it that way. Oh, do you know what? You can just be a regular rail, because apparently you don't want to be powered. Fussy. Right, I need some more rails. Valuables. Oh, wait a minute. I don't need that. What I need is some wood. Should be lots of iron in there. There it is. Where are the rails at? Where are the rails at, homie? Oh, I didn't make the sticks yet, that's why. Okay then, so. What I want to do is get it into that spot. And then push some glass blocks into it and then leave it there. Hey X, do you own a car? Is it European or Japanese? I don't know. It might be American. Or from somewhere else. Who knows? Have you seen Etho online at all? Etho was online when we last streamed. A couple of days ago. Oh, there's where those composters ended up that I made earlier. Right. From here, I'm going to need a piston, a thing, and then a couple of glass panes. I could actually use iron bars. I think I'll use iron bars since we've got the right amount. And then probably best to take all of this with me. So the first bit of fun is probably sort of creating an enclosed environment before I go ahead and break the boat, which F3 and B this one. There it is. So now if I nudge you, and I just kind of realised that I don't want you taking damage, obviously. Might have already taken a bit of damage during the whole firing of the arrows and stuff. Hey, that was easy. Off we go, Gloom. Come on. Come on, make my day, buddy. Make my day. Just work. Just get in there and be like, I'm here to bring gloom to you. Why are you stopping there, buddy? Why are you stopping here? Is it because you're out of rail? Ah, then we got that. That little problem. Come on, you can make it up there. Nice. Nice! So easy. So fresh and so clean. I felt like saying that. I got that Outcast song in my head. Oh, no. Why'd you do that? Oh, there wasn't actually a rail there. Can I nudge you? Oh, no. Oh, dang it, dude. You're going to be so difficult to maneuver in here. Oh. Okay, you can't escape that way. And you can possibly now escape this way. We do not want you going up there. Okay, so we just got to bring you back over. You might escape there. God, I need some more blocks again. Come on, you never thought it was going to be anything but me being a headless chicken. Why are you hiding back there? Stop hiding! Thank you for listening. See, look, we can work together, you and I. Don't go in the corner. No, it's not helpful. What can I use? If I use water, I'm going to pop off some of these item frames. Ugh. God, you've made this all awkward, buddy. You've made this all awkward. Unless I entice him with, like, an exit by, like, letting him walk over here for a second. Yeah? Come on, guy! Screenshot right there. Why not strategically put a minecart under him, says mine? Because the floor is made out of slabs. I guess if he goes and stands on the ore block, I stand a small chance of something like that. Come on, guy. Don't be a pain. That's actually sort of helpful because... No, get in it! Get in it! Yes. No, don't go off the edge. Oh, for the love of God. Right. I should be able to place a block here. Why not? Go back. There you are. There you are. Right. Right, we're back on track. It's not a total disaster, peeps. To all you peeps. Calling it a total disaster. The fight ain't over yet. I just need to get some... Actually, do you know what? This is just going to happen again, I think. Like, when I break that, he's going to pop out somewhere else. I know it. How am I going to, like, assure that this guy ends up here? I really don't know. Maybe you have to block all the corners. Oh, that might be it. Okay, I had another idea, but maybe we'll try that. Let's get you over there, buddy. Gloom. Okay, you're going to play nice now. I'm wondering if I could also push the other thing in first, but... No. Okay. Whew. Right. Get back there. Yes! Victory! I smell it. I smell it. It smells like defeat. Strangely enough. I've smelt defeat. This is very, very similar smell. I'm very confused. Okay. We've had noises in the ear, by the way. Carragane, 564, thank you for 2 months. EAS68, thank you for 15. Mr. Crimson King, with 2 months. If you like your Rockefeller show, you should find 2 documentaries by a guy named James Corbett. They are How Big Oil Conquered the World and Why Big Oil Conquered the World. Yeah, they sound good. If they're available to watch, I might just watch them. Thanks for the suggestions. Right, now the theory is this guy is now going to stay in that position as long as we don't... Although, it kind of looks like he's been nudged over to one corner instead of being directly in the centre. Can I nudge him a little more central? I think I am able to do that. And it looks very like analog based on what I'm doing here, so... Don't jump. That seems to be about right. Well, that I would say is a victory. Someone will nudge it though. Someone's gonna like displace this guy at some point. I can tell. It might be wise to put like a little set of trapdoors around the bottom. Dude looks so cool. Dude looks so cool. Wait, what? What? That didn't work? Did I not do it right? Oh, carpet. Oh, you're supposed to put... Oh, are they supposed to have a carpet below their feet as well? I didn't know that's how it worked. You're actually in a good position for us to capture you again, because your only way out is to go over here, and that is where I can put a minecart. Patience will be rewarded, my friends. Right, let's get you moving. Come on, up here. And again. I will wait, and block your return that way. Just do the glass. Well, it's the same thing, the glass... Apparently you got to put it on 2 carpets. They escape carpet, honey block will do though. I think a little bit of testing would be smart. Okay, so clear the inventory, pillager. I mean, it will be a pacified pillager, but for testing, if I'm in creative mode, it will be sort of passive. Carpet, glass. Can't you put them inside a full block of glass as well? That's another trick. Okay, so 2 types of glass, piston and redstone. And let's go to that tab. Right, I don't think I'm going to put it on a honey block. 2 blocks of carpet. No, straight off. Just like that, going over there. The honey block, though, actually keeps it settled. That's interesting. What if it has trapdoors all the way around it? That's curious that it doesn't want to travel off of there. So then the other trick would be something like that. But this guy's going to, like, run straight off, right? I guess what I'll do is that. Get you there, do that. You're gonna stay now? That seems to work. I think the honey block, though, to me, kind of looks awesome. Especially if you put a light source under that. Maybe with some Achacha trapdoors around it. What was the other thing? Oh yeah, this one. Okay, so... Put you there. That one is also pretty amazing. So maybe it escapes because it could see around it. Now with this one, let's press F3 and B. You can't actually nudge it at all or interact with it, and its hitbox doesn't go out. I think I like that one. Where do you go? Oh, well the honey block one didn't work. This one then seems to be the most logical to me. This one can be nudged off accidentally by a player. So maybe glass, maybe it's because it's on a carpet and glass, but it might be that iron blocks doesn't work. And yeah, you do actually have to use glass, but this over here makes the most sense to me because it's inside a block and you can't nudge it. So it kind of feels to me like it's frozen there. You know what I mean? So I think we'll go with that one. We'll try that method. It's also going to look very cool in here. This is absolute chaos, by the way. Just saying. You know, takes a while to do this. That's what I want. Yep, 4 of those. Okay, so we can obviously push you back into position again. This time we are pretty much repeating ourselves and we're running out of blocks. Why do I keep losing so many of them? It's because I use them in situations like this, I guess. Get those back. Right. So what we needed to do was block all sides. Like that. That's how we did it before, right? Then we had to block this up. This music got me vibing so hard, says Joanny. Yeah, it's got me vibing too. By the way, we've almost got 3,000 peeps tuning in. Be sure to hit the follow button, everyone. Over here on Twitch, get notified of when I go live. I'm streaming again on Saturday in the morning. You can check the schedule to see it in your time zone. And then again with Monday with the Hermits Helping Hermits. Cookie Caffeine says, thank you for using my fan art in the thumbnail. I really appreciate it. Thank you for sending it to me, dude. It was a while ago that I started doing that. It was a really cool idea. Can't quite remember how it came about. I think I thought, why don't I just throw a fan art on? And then someone was like, oh, you should also say like who made it in the description box, which we also do now. Come on, come on. Yeah, look at that. Right. So yeah, I love the fan art. It's amazing. It's very inspiring. And it's a really cool way just for me to put it in front of some eyeballs for a moment in time, you know? Whoops. I was literally like sort of thinking the opposite in my head. I was like, don't accidentally put the redstone block there. And then it's like, oh wait, that's what I've done. Oops. You go back there. Right, let's pray and pray that that works. I mean, the thing's hitbox might not be perfectly centered, but it has to be inside of the block because we put blocks all around here. So guy's arm sort of sticks out a bit, which is perhaps a little bit undesirable, but you're never going to get it completely perfect, are you? I must say, I'm now very curious. I think I know a way I could... That doesn't work either then. Oh, maybe it's because it stood on glass before. Oh, dang, this is so tough. Actually, I don't even know. If it's standing on glass, I really don't know what to do here. Okay, I got the solution. I can just leave it in a minecart for now, I think. Because I don't know how to get it to, like... Dude, you gotta come... Yeah, you gotta come this way, man. Because, like, you're making things a pain in the bum right now, you know what I mean? No! 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 I'll put the block there! Oi! Oi! You are a pain in the bum. Oh. I tell you what I could do. I could get this guy in a boat. Oh, if you didn't go all the way up, you didn't go all the way... Where are you going? You're going to the worst place. You're literally going to the worst place. Just why? This guy's torturing me. Yep, go back out that way. That's it. Listen to X. Oh, I'm gonna show you, but not right now, apparently. Ugh. Please. There we go. Right. Here's what we're gonna do. Come on. You know, the cool thing is, once I figure it out for one, that should be it, right? Surely. So, I gotta get you into a minecart, and you are now in a boat, and this is a terrible area for putting down blocks. That being said, I can maybe use this little bit of space, right? Hopefully, possibly, maybe. It's just the assuring that it actually works bit. Kind of unlikely. I think we're going for a bit of a gamble here. Quickly, quickly. Come on, come on, that's gotta be... No! Why not? Why not? No! No! Stop! This is painful! This is endlessly painful, Gloom. You are torturing me. That's right, go that way. Hang on, there's a moment here, there's a moment. Just gotta... Ah! Get in the minecart, dude! It's here! Yes! Thank goodness, right. Oh my word, right. You're not leaving that minecart now, you've been a naughty boy. Right. You are not leaving that minecart, basically. Up! And up again! Do not resist. That's it. That's your home. I don't know what else to do here, buddy. You're just going to sit there and greet people that come into the store. Right, the next one will not be as much hassle because we will not do all of those experiments again. No, we will not. Let's tidy up the store. Let's make it presentable. We're going to have customers coming in here and it looks like a wreck. That's some serious entertainment, says Mad. Oh, I'm glad you find it entertaining, because for me it's a little bit mad, you know? Losing my mind over here. Becca, thank you for gifting a sub to Cookie Caffeine. Very kind of you. Did I say it the other way around a minute ago? I feel like I might have said it the other way around. My brain likes to do that. It likes to just reorganise stuff. So helpful. Thanks, brain. Right, let's go get this last one up in here. Up in this bizzle, you know. For shizzle. And we need a minecart. Oh, it'd be good to have a minecart, wouldn't it? Yes, it would. Those two are up to something, I'll tell you. I think they're having a shooting each other contest. Slight suspicion I got. And we've got a noise in the ear, it's Dr. Zorro here. Thank you for the subscription, Dr. Zorro, appreciate it. Let's have a look at the list of things to do, because, yeah, that one took up a lot, and I had a couple more things here. Actually, they're like little creative things to do after this. So we've got more to do, that's good. Yes, Doom should be on the left, says 4 Poochies, if you say so. Ah, this is reminding me that we need a little catchment area again. Let's put that down here. Right. Although I think the I'm not sure if the rails act like that or not. But we don't want to be taking too many risks here, so well, that I think should be good. Right, you are practically inside that. There! No! Where'd it go? Where'd it go? Oh dear Lord! No! Boat! Oh God! Stupid Minecraft game! Now get away from these other blocks, because they'll cause you trouble. Why didn't it place... Oh, come on. Oh. Dear Lord, why did it run away? Yeah, you stopped over here, I see. Well, you know, this is what happens when you live stream. You look like a goose. You know, if you're recording a video, just edit all of this out. Look like a pro. Oh yeah, just did it first time. So good. Yeah, sure. Jeez, this is how it really goes down, peeps. Don't believe the lies. We need someone to sleep, because I'm too far away from my bed. Hey, someone's sleeping. Right, we got you this time, buddy. Or not. Wait, what happened there? Oh, I don't know what happened. I thought it was... Oh, right, focus. No, 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 no. Yeah, pick him up. Oh, these minecarts. Why is it not there? Oh. Talk about giving a poor little axolotl a heart attack. I mean, I'm trying my very best here, computer game. That's it, up you go. And then whizzing away, having a wonderful day. Wait, didn't someone say doom is on the left? Gloom is on the left if you're facing into the store. Right, you will stay there. You've had quite a bit of a speed boost though, so you need a knock that way. And now your minecart's wonky, but I'm giving up. Maybe we can speak to Tango about sorting these two out. Right, it's tidy up time by the looks of it. Let's get the shop back in operation quickly. Now that it's got some stewards here. So what you want to do is... No, wrong way then. Once I found I could put rails on scaffolding, I never looked back. That does sound like a good combo right there. It does sound like a good combo. Oof, okay, now when you come in here it's kind of ominous, isn't it? I feel like if I change my FOV, we'll get a cool thumbnail out of this. Okay, right, all done. All done in there. If we have any customers, we need to get rid of all this nonsense. Very good, very good. In my opinion, Gloom and Doom sounds better than Doom and Gloom. I could take it either way. Oh my god, that little sound it just made in the song reminded me of like an 80s TV show sound. And I thought the name of the show was going to like pop into my head. And then it didn't. But I can almost picture it, but I have no way of describing it. Oh my god, what is that show? That's going to drive me mad. I'm trying to remember what on earth that was. Oh well. I don't think I can even give any of you enough information who might know as to what it is. I think it's called Catchphrase. Which is like very generic though. Which makes me think maybe that's not what it was called. Had these like funky sound effects along with these bright like red and blue colours. And like digital, they look like Pac-Man type graphics. The little monsters in Pac-Man. That's about the best I can describe it from my vague memory of it. There is a show called Catchphrase. Right, but it's got to be from like the 80s or 90s. Maybe early 90s. It's Catchphrase, says Boomer. Is it a British show? Very British, yeah. Some of you saying Mr. Chips, and some of you saying it is called Catchphrase. I'm actually gonna quickly like do a search. I think it is Catchphrase. Let's do an image on that. I think it's Catchphrase, yeah. I'm gonna have to watch a video of that after the stream and see if it's what I remember. Dang. Right, I know the inventory screen is very exciting. Oh no, X! Put your inventory screen back on the screen. Look. Can't make Dynamite content 24/7 here. You know, sometimes you got to play the game. We got Becca gifting a sub to Athelthir. Thank you for gifting the subs. I'm Lil Zero here with the Prime, and Speedy Caitlin here with a donation saying ZApp has his test tube villagers, so he could probably help you. And Scar did something similar to what you might be trying to do at the end of last season. Thanks. Yeah, I'll definitely ask for some help among the hermits. Appreciate it. I mean, I'd seen Tango like do it with glass panes. Maybe there's something else to it that I missed. I just wasn't picking up on. And now the great organisation of a small amount of items begins. Oh yeah, those ones were named, renamed even. Huh. Right. Then we got extra food can go in there. Extra boat can go in there. I'll hold on to these blocks for now. Oh, actually, they go in this one, don't they? And that should be a nice and tidy inventory. And we can rejoice and praise and say hallelujah. It's all back to normal. Cool, so with that job done, what I need to do is some transformation of the land around these buildings and coming up with a palette for it, which I thought would be straightforward, but it depends what you want to do really. Like, what kind of things do I want to put around these buildings, essentially? Like, how do I want to stylize the terrain? Do I want to use grass, coarse dirt? I have to think about it a little bit. X, go back to a dirty inventory. Never. Never. I'm also thinking there is a little project to do here where the pumpkins get sent across to that building. Does anyone know how to mute a zoom? I don't even know what that means. Zooms don't make sound. Dogface says, I'm turning off chat just to watch. Peace, everyone. If that's how you want to watch it, go right ahead. The houses look so good with copper aged. I know, right? They're like awesome. I know what I want to do sort of outside here, and at some point I need to start doing this building. Let's actually just hop into creative mode. Sometimes it's easier if you can just like look at blocks rather than try and think of what they are. We'll also find out. Now you choose to do it. Oh, you wait. You just rubbed it in my face. What a cheeky devil. What a cheeky devil, eh? What a cheeky devil. Right, so if we want to make like a landscape, what is it going to be? What is it going to consist of? These blocks are going to be easy to work with. Granite maybe get squished in there a bit. Rooted dirt's a little too tricky to farm. You have to kind of create a little bit of like story or explanation to the arrangement of the blocks. Like if you get a bunch of stone and cobble slabs together and put them at the edges of paths, that helps. Maybe putting paths in first might be a a good way if I'm going to use the path block, which I think I will. So we could start with paths, which I think you can actually pick out of here. Yeah. Let's get a bit of space. Here's where I designed my storage system. Inside these, probably less than 20 blocks. So you have your paths, and then at the edges of your paths you got your rooted dirt. Like, what if we went for rooted dirt and granite everywhere initially? Like, a bit of a rougher edge. Can't really use dirt too much because grass will spread to it, but then you have grass further out. But you kind of want it raised up by then. And when it comes to slabs, you've got granite that will mix in. Now, using woods is a bit... texture's not quite right. So I feel like the blocks the game give us are going to push us towards using stone quite heavily. So maybe instead of granite, we go for 3 of the key stone materials, right? So mixed in and amongst the dirt at the edges, the coarse dirt that is, which I haven't really used a lot of because the grass will spread to the other ones. So a mix of these, and you see they're a little bit rough right next to one another, but as you get over here, that's when you get to like chuck in some stone, start to bring the terrain up, and then have the grass away from the path. It doesn't look particularly good though, does it? What about podzol? You could use that, but we've already done that and it wasn't so great. I mean, it was alright for that area, but what other ways are there of doing paths in this game? I mean, you can throw together some custom textures from here. We could make the paths out of stone and whatnot, but they're always going to have grass edges, and there isn't like a grass half slab, which would just be amazing if we had that. Dead corals. Yeah, it's not really stone we struggle with, it's the slabs for the transition. Right, if I want to use granite, it mixes well with dirt, but it's the only block that half slabs up from that palette, right? Is what I'm getting at, I guess. Unless you want to mix in some baked bean wood. Brick road. We could go for something really well designed. Yeah, because I'm going for a natural look, so... Okay, let's go to the stairs and the slabs again. Now I have to mix the brick up with something else, right? Actually, let's go slab. The 3 common textures are probably those, right? So you design your nice, orderly, fancy paths with a mixture of these blocks. This would mean having to get my hands on a bit of clay, which I can get from the villagers, actually. Okay, then I'd probably have polished these things along with that on the edge. Could actually have them deliberately every so often. Then another one of those. Now, initially I was thinking like that, with the grasses held back. Right, but it might be a bit of fun to have this thing deeply recessed. And then you want some sort of fence. I mean, I'm sticking to red at the moment. So every so many blocks you have like a little lamppost or something. And then, again, sticking with red, probably not the way to go, but have the grass held back, and then your lawns are here. We can put all kinds of moss blocks. Oh, moss is another one I can use, isn't it? I feel like having that like so deeply recessed is not that appealing. Let's look to the other side. Put in a few blocks. So let's say it's like 1, 2, 3, and then you have that. So every 3rd block. And then we go back to what I was originally going to do. So you put those in. And then you have the grass at this level. Mix in some moss with it, maybe, you know? Really not sure how I feel. I kind of like the idea of keeping a more natural path, but maybe this is a better way to go. We can have... That's too strong, isn't it? Either of these, really. Put a lantern on top of it or something. I always feel like when you do something like this, it always needs like a little bit extra something. But there's never quite the right combination of blocks for it, so... Like if you do something like that, so it hangs over, it just doesn't quite feel right. Dark oak bushes, someone says. I want to change the leaf pack so that these ones don't have the extra fluff coming off of it, because with the introduction of 1.17 it meant these ones didn't. Oh wait, I got the wrong ones. And they're actually really nice to be able to mix them with the other ones, because then you've got like some fluffy, some not. And putting them together looks great. I just don't really know what I want from these paths. I could also, if I'm going to have them structured, I could build them with wood. But then we've done a lot of wood in that area already, so I could have them made out of like spruce. There wouldn't be a crazy amount of texture mixing up there. I could make them possibly with deep slate, but I think the dark might be quite a contrast. Then there's also the option of having some classic stone materials. Decisions and choices, right? Could definitely build paths with those three. And I think they would look kind of quite nice next to... Let's check it out. Like, they would look nice next to the moss and the grass, I think. Looks alright to me. I think I might go with that. It's a bit more plain, but I feel like that's what it needs. Like, your eyes are going to be more focused on the builds around it. So this looks a bit like... a bit too much, a bit overworked, also quite bright. So I think something more plain and traditional, and then let your eyes go to the buildings as well as that. Like, I think it might be nice to throw down some bushes like that to kind of break up the flatness. I think that's probably a pretty good direction to go in. So the only thing we don't have there is like a green half slab. I really wish they would add a green half block that fits in with the grass and the moss. I think we literally at the moment only have whatever I had in that chest. We've got plenty of leaves. Let's go grab... Do we have grass? We do. Ooh, I'm kind of running low there, but plenty of dirt. Let's just start by shaping up the areas a little bit. Tuff has some green in it. Does it? If Tuff has green in it, it's got to be like the slightest little inflection of green. It's not a block for mixing with green, is it? I mean, you could argue that, but it's the colour's off, the texture's off. So somewhere around here we have to transition. Yeah, look at that. There's like the mildest amount of... In fact, I don't think there even is green. There's like grey with maybe the slightest touch of green in it. I think there's actually no green in that. Okay, so I want to transition away from this path. Part of me thinks maybe keeping it is a good idea, as it's going to run its way all the way through the server, but there's also got to be a bit of structure here. I might rip out some of this and change it to our new path materials. So part of the path goes up here, part of it goes over there. Oh, I'm really torn now. The entrance for this building, unfortunately... Actually, why did I think it wouldn't work out here? I could modify this. I could actually have it in the very middle. On this side. For some reason I thought I wouldn't be able to put the entrance here, so I put it on the opposite side. I've always wanted it there, so... We're not going to go... Are we going to go down this space? Oh look, the entrance for this one is here. Maybe I'll just have an entrance on either side, because I was going to have an entrance there instead of that bit. I really haven't made up my mind about a lot of this stuff, but around here it's mostly just going to be flat. So all of this needs to get filled in, I guess. Those furnaces will have to go. Prismarine would look dank, says Boomer. Nah, Prismarine doesn't mix with grass. It's like, it might be green, but it's just the wrong sort of vibrancy and texture. You want to get something in that feels earthly. So yeah, all of this being like the same height here is okay. But as you can see on this side it's all a little higher. So we'll bring some of that height across as well. And then some of this stuff will start spreading the grass. And I guess if there's going to be an entrance there and here, then there's a path that comes through here. So one of the paths will go to both of these doors. But it ends here, it doesn't go around the corner. Dark oak fence for light post. That could possibly work, yeah. I've got to rip out this furnace thing as well. Might as well take that apart. All of this over here is just kind of in the way a bit, I think. And, yeah, there's a fair bit of bamboo left over here, as you can see. Not a crazy amount. Filled up my inventory, though. Shouldn't XP drop when you break that? Oxidized copper. We've gone over that one already. Already said no to that. Say no to copper. Path blocks that are just so golden. In my opinion, they look better with something dark and rick. Or rich, do you mean? Like dark oak, walkwood, or deep slate and nether brick. I see what you mean. You're on about the path texture, right? Which, by the way, like, the height of this building is here. So again, all of this sort of terrain over here needs filling in and expanding. So even as I figure out where these things are going to go, there's still a ton of dirt blocks to be placed. And I think a fair bit of this might need transforming. There is a height differential here, but I kind of picture a lot of this getting ripped out. I should, if I'm going to change the terrain here a bit, I should grab some of my tools. Yeah, I think for now what I'll focus on is terraforming or shaping the land, and then the other stuff can come later, I guess. You came from somewhere and now you're gone. Sorry, the paths can come later, is that what I said? Oh, Liger, if you've been watching this stream, shoot me a message on Discord how much of it you've caught. I wanted to mention something about it to you after the stream. Also, I think I'm going to switch back to standing for a little bit now. So yeah, this to me is quite obvious. The land here has to flatten down. What it does over there, I don't know, but it's all a little too big over here at the moment. Let's transition back to standing. I do quite a lot of that. I find standing first thing in the morning to be really easy and pleasant, and then at the end of the day it's easy, but like in the middle of the day, like mostly around when I've eaten, I find it a bit annoying. Oh. So, a minute ago I was putting all this stuff in my inventory thinking I was not going to need, or sorry, going to run out of it, and now I'm filling it back up again. That's just the way it goes. I think I probably commented on wanting to build like with the landscape and keep it the way it is at several points, but you tend to just like, I find I just flip-flop back and forth on some of those ideas. Also, It'd be good to get that house nice and secure and lit up. Xisuma, is it curry day? It is not curry day. I've done all my eating for today. Tomorrow is pizza, Saturday is curry. How's that? Very nice, very nice. Curry talk, says Maregi Gamer. Is that what y'all want? You want curry talk? I mean, I feel like I've talked about it so much, it's almost pointless now. God. How'd you feel about the warden? I feel very torn up inside. Oh, it's just tragic what happened to the ward. Poor old warden. Curry is the best, says Rory. After watching that Anthony Bourdain episode where he goes to India and seeing them like cook it all on the street and stuff, I was seriously gunning for some of that. I was like, it looks so good. Right, back over to this side again. The guy seriously has a problem in not eating meat. Any opportunity to mention the lack of meat, he likes to mention it. And, you know, like, Indian cuisine is really good, and it's mostly vegetarian, right? What happened to the warden, says Link. I don't know, but someone asked me how I feel about it. It was a joke, probably a bad joke, right? Oh, inventory full somehow, some way. People thought it was removed, says Posycat. I don't know anything about that. Oh, there was the talk about on Twitter about focusing more on the biome than the mob. So that apparently, well, I didn't really catch enough of it, but the gist of it, as I saw it, is that they're going to focus more on the biome than the mob now, which might mean the warden isn't as fleshed out as some people might expect. I really don't know what to make of it because it's just a Twitter thing, but I know Mojang like to do things based on what the community wants, so it wouldn't surprise me if they kind of went with that. I like the way on this side this thing's a bit like higher up. Might try and embrace that a bit over here. Anyway, blocks need to be placed like absolutely everywhere. It wasn't removed, but the developers are hiding it more to make it less easy to kill and engage with. Interesting. Considering we haven't had a snapshot to see it yet, it's kind of like very speculative because you're kind of like getting a gist of what it is from their experience. And they've only communicated like so much stuff about it. Okay, so how do I feel about this shape now? I think there's still some spots where it needs some work, but that's more feasible, I think. Maybe this bit here is a bit bulky. Get rid of some of that. Right, so that's a bit better, isn't it? Also, you need to go somewhere else, dude. I mean, after dealing with your friends today, I don't really feel like doing much with you right now. Are you going to add some custom trees, says Ways to Go? Yeah, if I get time to, I probably will. I really want to do a lot of, like, kind of intensive stuff with, villagers in this area, and it's like it's been really slow to get going because of the aesthetic stuff. I feel like my plan this season sort of hasn't been the best executed. Like, you come into a season with a bit of a vision of what you're doing. I mean, main evidence is that the main project I was going to do, I just realised straight away how silly my plan was to like fly straight into doing something like that. It made no sense. So that one's been scrapped, and now this other idea that I'm following, like, it was really fun doing all the villager stuff, and then it kind of like gets put on hold while I figure out how to do it in this crazy environment. I seem to have trouble with doing that. It reminds me of doing tag, actually. I kind of dropped the ball on tag in season 6, because I was like, oh, what will take this to the next level is if we have like this big building and like all this stuff for it, and so I set myself up to do that, and then it like took me forever to like get all the build stuff together, and kind of took a bit of a buzz out of the game, which was like a bit of a learning curve. But I seem to keep like repeating that, like, you know, kind of making these mistakes with like pacing yourself. Weird thing to do in Minecraft. A green-grey slab is mossy cobble. Yeah, but I'm looking for a full-on green, right? If you know, if you had a green slab and you wanted to mix grass and stone together, that one would fit right in, no doubt. But as it currently stands, it's not quite gonna work, is it? So this junk here needs to go, and then I think the shape of that hill there probably needs to get changed up a bit. Yeah, maybe just putting the grass like directly on top of this stone here might work a little bit. Just get a feel for that for a moment. Because look, it comes back over here again. That's kind of alright, I think. Maybe a bit more height over here. Pull this all forward or something. It's getting close to working though. Warped wood. That is a green slab, but too vibrant. Again, texture and colour. Look, basically there isn't... Y'all can put as many suggestions as you want in chat, but let's face it, there is not a grass slab in this game. And we want a grass slab, because there's no block that has the feeling and texture of grass and the natural feel to it. I mean, if you do mix something in like like warped wood, you know, you're getting pretty vibrant with it, which is okay, but like, I'm not trying to go for something super flashy and vibrant. I'm trying to kind of complement my builds here, which are going to look nicer with more mild grassy terrain around here. Okay, moss carpet. It's not a slab. Y'all think you're so clever. It's not a slab. Hashtag not a slab. Right, this bit needs a bit of work because it's quite the sharp, off the edge kind of bit that needs just pulling back, I think. But it will remain relatively sharp, I think. I mean, that can probably go, actually. And all down in this space, it's probably going to be quite a bit of transforming going on over here as well, isn't it? Got a noise in the ear. Bolterus here for a subscription. Thank you so much. Appreciate you subscribing, my dude. Right, and I feel like that's more in line with what I'm looking for. Probably going to fill in all of this here too. And then a lot of that space, I reckon, is going to get filled up. Right, these things need to go. Got all the sugarcane here. Hey X, do you think axolotls will help fight the warden? I don't think they do, because the warden is not an underwater mob, is it? as far as I know. Oh, dang! Oh, shred on those feels. Dang. We need like an animation on the screen of someone playing the guitar when this happens. I mean, not playing it, you know, like killing it. Dang, listen to that lick. Woo! Oh! Right up into the stratosphere. So good. Love those vibes. Dang, we got like the best soundtrack to playing Minecraft over here. Well, next to C418. I mean, can't top that, but I'm loving it. Alright, I think we need to sleep in a bed. This time we're in a position to do it. And we just got a noise in the ear. Did I just hear a noise in the ear? It says, I can see it on the other screen. Zora. It's not popped up on Streamlabs on Slobs yet. Interesting. You got a good music taste. I like it, says Ways Ago. If you like my music taste and you've never heard about my music blog, then you got to go to Google and type in Xisuma music blog. I've made over 12,000 posts on records that I like. Dang, we got some lag. When we got lag, this thing don't work. Yep, we got lag. Jevin is AFK. We have... Right, before you freak out, we're a group of adults, okay? We discuss this at meetings. We're all cool with it. If you're AFKing, that's great. If the server's struggling, you can get kicked. It's just part of the game. And Jev's camera account too. Oh, and now I'm doing all the things wrong. And now the server should hopefully perform a little better. And there it goes. Maybe the render distance might pick up as well. It's at 12, but I'm not sure if it's going to pick up or not from there. I think it needs 50. Oh, maybe Jev isn't actually AFK. Anyway, don't freak out, peeps. God. So I had a noise in my ear just a moment ago, and it hasn't appeared on Slobs, so I don't know if Slobs is messing up. But thank you to that person. Sacrifices must be made sometimes, says Minorana. Yeah, I mean, sometimes I AFK, and if someone wants to kick me, that's fine. You know, we do have a Discord to communicate with each other about these things, which now I realise I didn't check Discord. Like, there might have been a message in there saying, don't kick me. I went from good admin to bad admin very quickly then. Ugh, get through that gap. I'll check that after the screen and apologise if I got it wrong. Anyway, coral blocks. We have a chest full of that. Look at this mess I got to deal with now. Right, random junk. Ugh, there wasn't even room for it. There wasn't even room for it. Right, probably enough to go get some more diorite. Let's get the rest of it. Don't want it despawning. Ugh. Got it. Got him. Whew. And in we are. That was some amazing swooping in, wasn't it? That was slick, skillful. I am the Huff. Is here with the Prime. That one came through. Thank you ever so much. Don't know what happened to the other one. It just didn't appear for some reason. Really, really odd. So yeah, peeps, I was trying to plug my music blog and then I got all distracted. Do we have one for copper? We do. I think we got one for brick. Yeah, I've written over 1,280 was the last time I checked music blogs. That's a lot of records, peeps. I love listening to records and I write about them. It's cathartic. Well, cathartic's probably a bit of a strong word. It's therapeutic. I like to Like, get all those feelings about a record out of my head and onto paper. And, you know, I have no paper. I don't even have a pen, so I have to do it over the internet and put it on a virtual pen and paper, you know. God, if I only had a bit of pen and paper, I wouldn't have to bother y'all with the blog, would I? Wouldn't have to bother y'all with it. Anyway, you can find it on my Twitter as well. Been listening to some really interesting records of late. Just found a string of them like in the last week or so that have going to be interesting. Plus tomorrow I've got about 5 or 6 records on my watch list that are being released. Friday is the industry day for releasing records. Oh, I think I'll put the cobwebs in there. And there's a lot of stuff being released tomorrow, including possibly, but probably not, probably already delayed, Donda is probably pushed back again, I'm going to guess. But I'm going to be on the lookout for that. And that's what's happening here on the tubes and the world of Xisuma. I'm writing music blogs. I'm doing live streams. The next one will be on Saturday, my friends. And peeps, if you enjoyed today's, be sure to hit that follow button because it's the end of the live stream now. Oh, it's over. It's all over. Hey, we're raiding Music Man. Did you enjoy the music you heard today? Then head over to the raid because this is the guy who made the music. Big thanks to everyone who subscribed, resubscribed, donated and cheered. Thanks to all of my patrons. Thank you for all the gifted subs. And I'm talking very fast and I will see you very soon. Hit that raid button, peeps. Ciao for now. Bye-bye.